Hi, it has been 1 million years since I have filmed a video, but for the last couple weeks I've been kind of compiling some of my favorites and I wanted to do a favorite video. So today is February 1st and I want to share some of my faves. One thing that I have noticed when I go back and watch old videos, like if people comment on them or whatever, I'll see a look on my face, like something I'm wearing on my face or my top, and I want to know where it's from. So I'm going to try to remember to share that either verbally or down in the description bar, because I do think it's annoying. I've had people comment and be like, where's your shirt from, whatever. So the current shirt is American Eagle. It is if I can find the link to it, I will share it. I believe that they don't have this color anymore. It's like a dolman sleeve, super stretchy, baggy top. It's so cozy and comfortable. My lips are Anastasia Vintage Lip Gloss. I think I got this in a Sephora play box. It smells like it's starting to go off, and my eyes, actually, oh god, my eyes are super plain. I didn't plan on wearing eye makeup today, and then I just decided to last minute. I wore the Lorac Tantalizer. They give these samples at Sephora or at Ulta a lot, and I find this sample, like this size sample, so annoying for bronzer, because how am I supposed to get my big bronzer brush in that? But I use it with like a little crease brush. In fact, I have that in my little travel bag as well. I have my little Eco Tools crease brush, and I can just swirl it in, and I buffed that into my crease. It's a really good like base shade for me. And then I put one of my favorites on my eyelids. So I will start there with makeup. Anastasia, let's see if I can get it in the light. Anastasia Amrezy palette. Nope. The Anastasia Amrezy highlighter, it's just a pure gem. I believe that they came back out with this, and I think you can still buy it now. It was limited edition. Let's see if the light can get it. There we go. So it looks like the Estee Lauder ones where they kind of look wet. It's such a pretty shade. This is not great lighting, is it? It's so reflective. I wore it on my cheeks today, although this makeup I've had on all freaking day. It's so pretty. I'm pale and it works quite well for me. It's not too gold. It honestly just has like the nicest sheen. So I put that on my lids. I've never done that before. Another kind of old fave is the Pixi Glow Mist. You shake it up because there's oil on it. My skin has been so dry. The polar vortex has hit us here in the Midwest and it's awful. And the Pixi Glow Mist is so good. It is quite dewy. So I try to spray it on the sides of my face to really get like hydration in there. I don't do it on my T-zone very often. The stuff is so good. It's $15 at Target and I would highly recommend it. Please don't jump up there. Why is it that when you're trying to do something, your cat needs to do it with you? Great. Welcome to my ceiling. Okay, so Toby changed the camera angle potentially. My next fave is the Smashbox Primer Oil. I repurchased this during the Sephora sale and I just cracked it open. It's so good. If you have dry skin and you need to prep your skin prior to foundation, this is so good. It does not make me break out. It doesn't actually even make me that oily. Probably if I wore it in the summer, it would make me a little more oily, but this stuff is good and it lasts a million years. And my last cosmetic fave is actually one that's a bit spendier. It's the Kate Somerville Exfolikate. This is like an old cult classic. I got it for Christmas from my sister, and it's so awesome. I think it exfoliates. I think it retails for around $80. It's so expensive, but I will say that I am probably going to repurchase this. I used it a million years ago when she used to work at Nordstrom and she had a full size, and I didn't feel like I saw as much, like I didn't feel like I saw as many results at that time. But it's this green paste. Can you see that? Can you see that? You squirt it out. It's like a nice gentle scrub, and you exfoliate gently all over your face, for about 1 minute, I think, 30 seconds to 1 minute. Yeah, it says 30 seconds. So I exfoliate and then I stop, and usually I have that on and I have conditioner on and I wash my body, and it says to leave it on for about 2 minutes. You will feel a tingling, burning sensation. The first time I used it, after I hadn't used it for all these years, I noticed around my nose it really burned. So I kind of like wiped that part off, but I left the rest. I have noticed a huge improvement in my skin. Around Christmas, I was like breaking out. I was getting all of these clogged pores, and now I've used this about twice a week since then, and my skin has been like, knock on wood, pretty clear, like pretty great. And I do use another acid toner. I don't use a chemical toner or a chemical exfoliant when I'm using this, because it's obviously both a physical and a chemical exfoliant. So super, super good. I just have a few items left, and these are in my, actually that's a lie. I do have a favorite book. I read a bunch of great books. I've been rereading Harry Potter, listening to them on Audible, so that's always a fave. I mean, permanently a fave every single month. But I finished Us Against You yesterday, which is the second in the first series called Beartown. I don't know what the actual series is called, I guess. I think it's the final book, I guess. It is just so beautiful. The first book, Beartown, is about a hockey town that gets rocked when the like star of the hockey team rapes a girl. And this one is kind of the aftermath of that, and also has one of the main characters, Benji, who is like my favorite character. He was so good in the book. I just loved it so much, and you kind of see his evolution and all of that. There's a death in the book. It's just like so beautiful. He writes, it's Frederick Bachman, I'm not sure how you say his last name, but he just has the most beautiful way of writing and describing things. I would highly recommend it. I blew it off right away when I first saw Beartown about a hockey team. I was like, I didn't care. I was like, I don't want to read about sports. I'm not interested in sports. Honestly, so good, and highly recommend. So that is my favorite book of January. Now I have my random faves. I've got some food items and some shoes. My first food item is this Laird Superfood Creamer. It is a powdered coconut oil, coconut milk creamer. And this one is the original, and so it has coconut sugar in it. You can get an unsweetened one as well that's just like a creamer. I love it because it has a light coconutty taste, but it's not super strong. I'm wondering if I can show it to you. Yeah, you can kind of see that. It's crumbly. It smells like coconut. I love it. I've been putting it in hot cocoa when I just have like cacao, and I'll put this in there. Good to go. I've been putting it in matcha. I've been super into Vital Proteins matcha. That would for sure be a favorite as well. I just don't have any with me right now. And just anything like that, coffee, whatever, hot coffee, it does not work very well in cold coffee. As you can imagine, a solid oil stays solid in cold. So it's so great. And I think this packet is about $7.99 at both my health food store and my grocery store. So great. It's the Laird is the husband of Gabrielle Reese too, which I thought was kind of interesting. Surfer, right? My other food favorite is from Hillary's, and it's their spicy veggie breakfast sausage. Is that what they call it? It's a vegetarian version of a breakfast sausage, and it's made like Hillary's, the brand itself is so awesome because their ingredients are so freaking clean. Let me see the ingredient list. The ingredient list is whole grain cooked billet, lentils, dates, expeller pressed coconut oil, hemp seed, psyllium husk powder, Redmond sea salt, arrowroot, fennel, black pepper, sage, thyme, rosemary, smoked paprika, nutmeg, cayenne. These ones are not very spicy, but to be honest, I buy these because they're lower in calories. I think they're like 10 to 20 calories lower than the like maple one. But they're just so clean, and I love having them in the mornings. This is an empty box because I didn't want the frozen ones to sit out. And they have a very unique texture to them because they're made with lentils. I just think they're so good, and I think a lot of people would like them. I don't think they would necessarily take away the craving if you're like craving breakfast sausage, but like they're a pretty good dupe without all of the like garbage and like soy and stuff like that. And my final fave was something I treated myself to with Christmas money. I bought a new pair of Nike Free Runs, and look at how cute they are. I love printed sneakers. I'm not sure if I'm almost positive I've shared that on here, right? I love just sitting next to me, I have like my Villains Vans. I have all sorts of Vans, my super cool Alice in Wonderland's Vans. I love a printed shoe. I very rarely wear a solid printed shoe, actually. That's a fun fact about me. So I found these, but I've been meaning to replace my other Nikes that were also floral. And I'm not going to replace them because I still love those. Those are my number ones forever. But these shoes are so comfortable. They're like walking on a cloud, but the nicest thing about them is that this part is so, like, the first time I wore them, they were so tight in like a very supportive way, but this part is so stretchy and flexible. They're so comfortable. So even if you weren't into a printed shoe, I would say like just the Nike Free Run in general is such a good shoe. They're always comfortable. So February, I'm so excited that it's February. It definitely was starting to feel like the meme that it was January 74th last week, but I'm excited for February. I'm excited for Valentine's Day. I was like, in my mind, I always get excited for Valentine's Day. I don't ever do anything like crazy special or anything, but I'm looking forward to that. I just placed a big order on Glossier. Not a huge order, but like probably like $75 or something, $70. And a big order on ColourPop because I can't control myself. I will probably, maybe I'll film those. That would be fun to share because I've had such dry skin lately that I bought a bunch of products from Glossier in hopes of like more cream products to see if I would like that. So with that being said, I would love to know of your favorites. It's been a long time since we've conversed here on YouTube, and I would like you to share those with me. So anything, books, food, anything weird besides like, like creepy weird. I would love to know. Any food items especially. Those are like my fave. Food and books are like my fave to know what other people love. Anyway, I hope that you have a happy day wherever this finds you, and I will TTYL. Goodbye.